From Mollenkopf Stadium on the campus of Warren Harding High School, you're listening to YSN. Hello again, everybody. My name is Anthony Malone. I'll be your broadcaster for tonight's matchup. The Ursuline Fighting Irish travel to Warren G. Harding to face the Raiders. Both teams coming tonight kind of on two separate styles, or I should say two sides of a coin, right? Ursuline coming in 3-1, coming off a very tough loss last week, looking to bounce back. Warren Harding, on the other hand, on a 1-3 record so far, trying to make a difference in their season, and this could be a big win for them if Harding's able to pull this off. But Ursuline going to kick off first. They are wearing white with green pants, and Warren G. Harding wearing the throwback uniforms of Warren Western Reserve Raiders from back in 1972. The team of the 1972 team, state champions, were honored before kickoff, so they will be wearing black with gold pants. And we're underway. It's a low line kick over around the 30-yard line. It's fielded. Moving up to about the 35. Finally met by a host of Ursuline Fighting Irish right around the 38-yard line. It looks like that was number 25 on the carry. That is, of course, Dukes. Dukes on the carry. So the Warren G. Harding Raiders will start out first on offense. Kind of interested to see what they're going to do here. From a standpoint of facing a very tough Ursuline defensive line, I think the real story is going to be at the offensive and defensive line throughout tonight's game. But Ursuline takes the field, and so does Harding. Looks like back to Jet. Of course, Daly's Jet will be the quarterback in shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left. Jet gives it. And looking for some running room, moving up to about the 40. Flag thrown right around the original line of scrimmage that was carried by Javante Jones, but we might be going backwards here. Trying to get the number on what exactly, but it was definitely first play of the game. Does result in a hold, and that'll back up the Harding Raiders and give this still a first down, but now a very difficult first down at that. 10-yard penalty will move them back to around looks to be about the 30-yard line. Might have been a little bit further past that. Looks like it's the 27 officially. And now Harding needs to answer here. According to the scoreboard, it is actually 1st and 22 on the 27. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers lined to the left. Jet looking for some running room. Able to make a couple people miss. And he's finally brought down around the 33, 34-yard line. And for Jet, knocks out some of that yardage that they lost with the penalty, but brings up now a 2nd and about 16. Like the kind of design of that play. Of course, it did require Jet to make a couple missed tackles in order to get the ball to where it was officially at, but they were able to find some wiggle room and keep the ball moving in positive yardage. Jet, shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers line him to the right, 1 to the left. A 3 let down lineman for Ursuline and a man blitzing. Jet looking way downfield, trying to throw it, looking for an open man, and it falls incomplete. Looks like there was a tangle up as they were trying to find the ball, but it does fall incomplete nevertheless, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A very tough 3rd and about 16, so you got 16 yards to go if you're Harding. What kind of play do you run here? Obviously, you probably push towards a pass play, but how do you get the 16 yards that you're looking for? Depends on the routes that will, of course, be ran. But Jet has his play. Also be kind of interested to see how the Irish attack this. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left this time. Jet gets a snap, looking downfield, throwing the fade route, and it goes incomplete, goes out of bounds. It was a nice little handy catch there, but went out of bounds. The pass was intended for number 23. That's Jacob Lawrence, the senior. Had his hands on it, but just couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It'll bring up 4th down, and the Raiders will be forced to punt. So stalled on the first few plays. You know, when you get a first play of the game holding call, it really kind of hinders the rest of the plays upcoming in your drive, or the coordinated plays that the offensive coordinator or head coach wants to run. late player coming out on the field, we might see a timeout taken here, and I'm sure that's going to be very frustrating on fourth down in the first quarter, still having to use one of your first timeouts. But we'll take it nevertheless, and we'll come back after a quick word from WFMJ, and we'll be back with 10 minutes and about 32 seconds left on the clock.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense.
And we'll hear more from our sponsors from around the area, but nevertheless, come back for our punt opportunity, 4th and 16. Looking to punt this ball away. Snap is a little high, but it's able to be fielded. It's a decent high punt. Going to be fielded right around the 40-yard line is where it officially drops. We'll see where they officially mark it. Still moving is the referee on the sideline. It'll officially be brought down right around. We're going to get a flag here on the other side of the field. Got to wait to see what this call is. I don't believe. Oh, we're going to get a roughing the kicker. And an automatic first down for Harding. So for the Irish, roughing the kicker will bring out the defense once again. And for Harding, a gift, a chance to get back on offense and restart this game for them. The 3 and out, I'm sure if you're the Irish defensive coordinator, got to talk to your guys like, listen, do the exact same thing you did that last series, and we'll get off the field again. But for Harding, a gift upcoming. And they got great field position where they have officially marked the ball at the 48-yard line of Warren. That's where they'll take back over and Jet back on offense. 2 wide receivers lined up each side. And Jet hands it off. Jones looking for some running room. Gets past the 50 at the 45. A big collision right around the 43-yard line. It's going to be close enough for a first down, and it will be enough for a first down. Jones with a huge acceleration gets them the first down with a little bit of momentum. And the Raiders into Ursuline territory. So Jones trying to do that in the opening drive, that second play that we've seen so far, but didn't have any running room, but better options this time around. And the Raiders, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 10 minutes and 5 seconds until the end of our first quarter. Jet moving to the right side. Met by a host of Irish tacklers right around the 37-yard line. So it'll be a decent gain on first down. Maybe get him about 4 yards. Tell you what, if you're able to get 4 yards on each individual play, you got a really good chance here of running down the clock against Ursuline, which is a fast offense. And if you're Warren Harding, keeping the ball in your possession and draining the clock is going to be one of your goals tonight. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers each side for Jet. Looks like 3 down linemen, but some threats of blitz by the Irish. Jet hands the ball to Jones, and Jones met in the backfield. Nice tackle there for a loss. Looks like that might be Lucas trying to get the name on the jersey, and I believe it is Isaac Lucas who was able to track that down. If you're unfamiliar with the Ursuline Fighting Irish, as some of our Warren faithful may be, you're going to hear the name of Isaac a lot. Very highly promoted, I should say, defensive lineman. And he's got a touchdown to his name on the defensive category too. Brings up 3rd and 6 for Harding. 2 wide receivers each side. Jet in shotgun formation. Gets the snap back to pass. Looking downfield. Unable to get the ball over to his receiver. It falls incomplete. It was just a little wide to the left. Also trying to get that ball was number 14, Jones. And Jones just couldn't track that ball down. It was just out of his range. So what will Harding do here? Do you opt to pin the Irish deep in their own end zone, or you're going to go for it here and try to get the points? 6 yards is tough to get, but they've gotten a first down already in this game. Sun is coming down here. If you're having any difficulty watching our feed here, the sun is soon to be not an issue any longer, but fourth down. Jet back to pass. Looks like a screen pass. He's able to get it in downs, and it falls. The ball might have came out. It's going to be ruled down by contact, and it'll be a turnover on down for the Irish, and they'll take back over with the ball for the first time tonight after picking up a successful turnover on downs. It's a slow developing play for Jet. Jet was trying to get that screen pass in there as soon as he could. The Irish able to scope it out and figure out what they were doing before anything happened. 1st and 10 for the Irish. Ball will be at the 36-yard line. They'll have 8 minutes and 27 seconds to work with. Shotgun formation. You're going to hear that a lot tonight here. 2 wide receivers each side. Snap is good. Gets it over, and it's a tackle for loss there. That was, of course, I believe that was Lynch on the carry, but Lynch without any running room. It's a loss on the play of about 3 yards, and quickly up to the line of scrimmage go the Irish. Loss of 3 on the play. 2nd and 13. Snap is a little low. He's able to handle it. Looking downfield for an open receiver. He's going to spread out and boot towards the end. Oh, and almost intercepted. It falls incomplete, though. I'm sure for Erickson. Erickson was hoping for a better option that was just well covered by Harding. And Erickson had nowhere to go with the ball. But back up to the line of scrimmage go the Irish. And looking downfield, thrown over to Bernie's side. Bernie looking for some running room, and he's tackled. A big tackle there right around the original line of scrimmage. And that's quickly 4th down for the Irish, and they'll be forced to punt. Boy, oh boy, just not exactly what they were looking for. Erickson was able to get the pass off, but just Raiders able to get off the block, get into the backfield, and a gain of only 1 yard on that screen pass. And this ball will be punted away. So a defensive stand by both teams so far. Clock continues to run under 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Slow snap. Trying to get this ball punted away, and it finally is. Right around the 30-yard line, it's caught. And Jet, looking for some running room, gets the ball up to right around the 38-yard line. So a couple of moves. Gets the ball into better field position for the Raiders, and that's what they'll take over. They'll have about, at least from this vantage point, they'll have about 62 yards to get into the end zone. Both times around just stalled by the Irish defense. So for Harding, of course, we haven't seen the passing game work so far in tonight's matchup. Still early going, of course. They'll have 6 minutes and 59 seconds to work with in this first quarter. It's something they're really going to have to get figured out for them to have some success in this game. You can't rely too heavily on Jet and Jones to run the ball every single play, especially against a defensive line such as this, and the way that they're running it with a 3-down lineman set by the Irish. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers lined up to the right, 1 to the left for Jet. And Jet gets a snap, hands it off, and met in the backfield by a host of Irish. And it's going to be a loss in the play of maybe about 1 to 2 yards, brings up 2nd down. Powell was in on the carry, and that was tackled again by Lucas, who got into the backfield, number 56 of the Irish. So Powell trying to find some running room and just just right behind the line of scrimmage by Lucas without anywhere to run. 2nd and 11 for the Raiders in shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers each side. Sends him in over to the right, so check that. Trips right. Jet going to move with it himself, run around the right side, looking for some running room. Moves up to the 40, moving past the 50. Still on his feet, and he's got the Jets to get into the end zone. It'll bring up a touchdown for the Raiders. And a 53-yard touchdown run by the Raiders and by Jet gets them into the end zone. I mean, just found some running room over on the sideline, trying to find any room he could to get upfield. He did, and he's not a slow man, folks. He's able to get into the end zone with a bunch of trailing Irish, but he was still able to get there. Snap is high, kick is up, and the kick is good. And that makes our game in this early going with 6 minutes and 7 seconds left until the end of our first. The Irish down 1 touchdown after a Raiders 53-yard touchdown run by Jet. We'll be back after a quick word from our sponsors.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service,
We'll help build your perfect vehicle.
And lock in your trade value.
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing.
regardless of your situation or credit history. No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
Our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
that's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood.
And we'll hear more from our sponsors, and Jack Dockery will kick this ball away after a successful touchdown run by Jet. Makes this game, as you see it here and now, believe it or not, folks, 7-0 Raiders. Just a breakdown in defense, but Doherty will kick this ball away, and Irish looking to answer here, trying to just stalled on offense. Need to get things going again. Fielder right around the 12-yard line, moving up past the 20-30, jumping over and hurdling a player and moving into the 40. A nice little run there, and some acrobatic skill make a very short field position and a very nice advantage for the Irish. I know Liaison was looking for a little bit more running room, diving over players to get into the favorable area to get him a very nice kick return. I think if he's thinking about if he just made a couple extra moves, he might have had a chance to see the end zone. But nevertheless, the Irish will take over at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Erickson back at quarterback, 2 wide receivers lined up to the right. Sends a man in motion. Gets a snap. He's going to run with it himself. Moving past the 45 and finally dropped down around the 47-yard line. A decent gain on first down of it, maybe about 2 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Kind of a slow developing play there. You know, usually depending on how the play goes out, you may think that it's an advantage for the defense. But as long as the blocks hold out, they got an opportunity to break one. Just like we saw in that last play by the Raiders on offense. Looks like 3 wide receivers lined up to the left in a bunch formation, and 1 wide receiver to the right for Erickson. Erickson sends a man in motion. Sends another one in motion. Gets a snap. Hands it off. It's a jet sweep. For some running room. Finally brought down right around the 50-yard line with nowhere to go. A nice tackle on the field. Was trying to get the ball over to Lynch, but Lynch unable to find any running room. The sweep was caught almost instantly. And back up to the line of scrimmage, no huddle. 3rd and 3 at the 48-yard line. Ball's handed off, and it will be enough for a Irish first down. A nice little pickup of maybe about 4 yards for Lynch. Nothing too fancy. Need 3 yards. You got a good chance to get that if you are in that 3rd down territory. And with that, the Irish continue their drive. 3 wide receivers line up to the left, 1 to the right. Erickson hands the ball off to Lynch once again. Lynch looking for some room around the right side. He's brought down right around the 41-yard line. Gain of about 2 to 3 yards. I like the pace. The pace of this offense so far, and we've seen it all season long, but the pace right now is really clicking for the Irish. Same formation. Erickson gets the snap, fakes a handoff, and he keeps the ball, and he probably should have gave it. He falls down, and he's tackled for a loss in the backfield. A nice tackle there by Coleman, I believe. Coleman he just was reading quarterback the whole time. Usually, if it's when in doubt, you hand the ball off to Lynch, but Erickson tried to keep it that time. 3rd down. looking downfield, throwing it to Lynch, and it's behind the line of scrimmage, but it does go out of bounds. And we'll see where they mark it here because it was behind. It does nevertheless fall incomplete according to, I'm waiting for a signal by one of the referees. Because it was behind the line of scrimmage, it will be a loss on the play and a 4th and now about 12. Erickson wasn't able to find Lynch in the right spot. Kind of threw it off the side of his arm, and maybe they're going to go for it. Now, excuse me here. It might not be going for it here in this exact moment as we see Manning come out, Mark Manning. It will be a punting scenario. Just taking a little bit of time to make this punt happen. Snap is good. Punt it away. They're going to try to pin the Raiders right around the 1 yard line, and it goes into the end zone. It was so close. If they were able to cover it, it will be a touchback, and the Raiders will have the ball on the 20-yard line. So it didn't look like there was much going for the Raiders in that last series. However, at the very last play, of course, it was a touchdown run, 53-yarder by Jet to get this lead as you see it here and now, 7-0. So it's worked out for them so far. I wouldn't be surprised if they stick with Jet as well as Jones in this next going. An opportunity to go up 2 scores against Ursuline is not something they take lightly if you're running offense for the Raiders. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers lined to the left, 1 to the right. Jet gets the snap, back to pass. Screen pass. Looking for some running room, but I'm not able to find any. Was Boss. Boss was swarmed by a corner. I believe that was number 5, if I'm not mistaken, Galloway, the defensive back. Gain of about 1 yard for Boss, Devin Boss. Clock continues to run at 3 minutes and 11 seconds until the end of our quarter. One's going by fast. Of course, the game didn't start at exactly 7 o'clock, so maybe they're trying to make up time. Bunch set in the right side of the offense. Jet, and we get a flag thrown before the snap, and it looks like it's going to go against the Irish. It's going to be an encroachment call against Ursuline. So we're going to move up 5 more yards there. Moves the ball to right around the 26-yard line, especially after a very minimal gain on that first down play. This is ideal if you're Coach Arnold. Different formation, at least from a wide receiver perspective. 2 wide receivers lined up each side for Jet, as well as I believe that's Jones back there. Jet throws, and it's almost intercepted. It falls incomplete nevertheless. He's trying to get it over to number 14, Jones. But it was almost intercepted by Galloway. Excuse me, not Galloway. That's number 15. That's Farrell. Just waiting for the throw there. They were comeback routes, and if you're in the right spot as a defensive back, you have a real opportunity to get the ball. 3rd and 4 now. 4 yards to go for the Raiders. Continue this drive at the 26-yard line. Jet sends a man in motion. Gets a snap. Not going to throw it. Trying to run the ball himself. Makes one player miss. Makes a couple players miss. And it looks like it'll be enough for a first down after, I think, about 3 to 4 different Irish players unable to bring him down. They initially touched him right around the 26, 27-yard line, but to no avail. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line for the Raiders. Three wide receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left. Clock continues to run. He did not go out of bounds, so 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Jet hands the ball off, trying to get it over to Powell. Powell unable to find any running room. Tackled by a host of Irish defenders. We saw a little bit of Jones. Now we're seeing a little bit of Powell. It's going to be officially no gain in 2nd and 10 now. And Jet, I mean, you can see they're kind of taking their time here. Minute 15 left in the first. Same formation as last time, 3 wide receivers to the right in shotgun formation for Jet. He gets a snap, back to pass, looking down the right side of the field, throwing to an open receiver, and it on the last minute, it falls incomplete. Nice job there. I believe that was Bernie. Bernie tracked the ball down, and it would have been a completion, not only for a first down, but a little bit more running room. But for Bernie, able to break up that pass and nothing going, it brings up third down. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders. So what kind of play? It's kind of a dangerous 3rd and long for the Raiders. Bunch set to the right. 3 wide receivers lined up for Jet. Jet gets a snap, rolling to his right, looking for an open receiver, and he's looking way downfield, trying to get it over to and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it over to number 14, Jones, but it was covered very well by Collar. And Collar saves that from touching any wide receiver. I believe that was also number 15. That's Farrell again. So DC Farrell coming up big so far in defensive back category. The Raiders will be forced to punt. Be punted away by Doherty. Be fielded by Farrell as well as Bernie. And we're just missing a player for the Raiders. Finally have what they need, and we're ready to punt this ball away. Snap is a good one. Doherty kicks this ball away. It's going towards Farrell's way. Farrell, fair catch. And that's where the Irish will take over, a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Stalled so far in the offensive category have been Ursuline. Erickson was talking with head coach a few minutes ago, trying to get everything squared away for offense, especially after very tough 2 drives that they've seen so far. But with that, Erickson in the backfield, shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers lined to the left. Sends a man in motion. He gets the snap, hands it off to Lynch. Lynch not able to find any running room. He's actually going to lose yards on the play of about 1. So a nice job by the defensive line of Harding, breaking through the offense, which is not exactly an easy thing to do against a very senior-heavy offensive line. But nevertheless, 2nd down and 11 with 15 seconds left on the clock. Erickson going to throw it out towards Farrell's way. Farrell looking for some running room past the 40, past the 50. Finally brought out of bounds, right around the 50-yard line. Excuse me, they're actually going to say a little bit earlier, around the 47-yard line. So it'll be close for a 1st down, but it might not be enough. Clock is stopped at 7 seconds. 3rd and about 1 is the official mark. Erickson hands the ball off to Lynch. Lynch running, the ball comes out. Ball's loose. I believe Lucas actually found that ball and started to move the ball into Raiders territory. If you're going to lose a ball and Erickson picks it up, boy, you got a big running back there to help you continue your offense. So nevertheless, the Irish continue their drive. We'll see if they get this play off here. They look like they're going to try to. Sends a man in motion. And we get a flag thrown. It's going to be a false start against Ursuline. So back him up 5 yards and brings up 1st and 15. You kind of see the Raiders moving there and pointing towards an offensive lineman as to why they jumped off sides. Ball now at the 48-yard line of Ursuline. 4 seconds left on the clock. Erickson gets a snap, hands it off to Lynch. Lynch looking for some running room past the 50-yard line, right around the 46-yard line, and that'll end our quarter. So it gets a lot of that 5-yard markage, maybe a gain of about 6 yards. And we'll be back after a quick word for the start of the 2nd quarter here on YSN.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
Hi, this is Tom Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a proud, local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722, on the web at wrsinsurancesolutions.com, or visit us at our South Avenue office in Boardman to learn more.
Good luck, Bulldogs.
Back here for the start of the second quarter with the score 7-0 so far. It's been a very fast game, I should say, but a lot of rushing has happened so far for both teams, and of course that leads to our one score. But now for the Irish, moving this ball into Raider territory, trying to tie this game up. The fast-paced offense has commonly helped Irish all season long, but for whatever sort of reason you may want to think, it looks like Warren Harding prepared for it very well this week in practice. The defensive line is making some moves, getting into the backfield, also causing some trouble for not only Lynch, but also for Erickson. 2nd down and 9 for the start of the second quarter. Shotgun formation for Erickson. He gets the snap, fakes the handoff, he'll throw. He's got an open receiver who gets the first down and a little bit more. That's Burney on the catch there. So a nice little in-motion play for the Fighting Irish, faking the handoff in a fast pass over to Burney. Gets them over to about the 29-yard or 31-yard line. Pardon me. Erickson looking towards Farrell's way. Farrell, just a couple moves, going out to the outside, past the 30, into the 20, goes out of bounds. It's a great gain on first down, and things are starting to move for the Irish. It's a first down and a little bit more. Into the red zone for the first time tonight for the Fighting Irish. At the 19-yard line, 3 wide receivers line to the left for Erickson. Erickson gets the snap, hands it off to Lynch. Lynch moving up to about the 10-yard line, gets them a first down and a 1st and goal. That's going to be a close one, waiting for the signal to actually happen. It looks like it's going to be 1 yard short from our vantage point. Erickson gets the snap, and we get a flag thrown. Looks like it's going to go against Harding. It's an encroachment call. So give them the distance that they need. Not only get the first down, it's a 1st and goal. Coming in tonight is Dunlow. They haven't called his name a ton yet, but that usually has a way of changing pretty quick. Lynch is still in the backfield with Erickson and Dunlow. So we'll see what the play is. Erickson gets a snap, hands it off to Lynch. Lynch looking for some running room. Does he have enough to get into the end zone? And he'll find the end zone from 5 yards out. Touchdown Irish. Well, it wasn't anything overly dramatic, but 5 yards to get into the end zone after a very nice opening to the second quarter. Got them into the end zone and are 1 away from tying this game. They're going to, looks like, kick this ball away by McGlone. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And we got a tie game in Mollenkoff Stadium with 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Excuse me, I believe it's 10 seconds. It was a very fast 1 minute. But we got a tie game in this second quarter. We'll be back after a quick word from Mill Creek Parks, as well as some others from the Valley.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Back here at Mullenkoff Stadium, score tied up at 7 after a 5-yard touchdown run by Lynch makes this game all tied up, and of course a successful extra point by McGlon, who will kick this ball away. Tell you what, as soon as this quarter started, the Irish started getting tons of yardage pretty quick, getting the ball over to Bernie and getting it over to Farrell, getting it to their weapons, if you would say, and Erickson handing the ball off to Lynch, helping to make that possible. The ball's kicked away. Decent kick right around the 10-yard line. Let's see if it might goes out of bounds. Did he touch it? He will touch it. And because he touches the ball, it's actually out at the 12-yard line. It will not be a penalty. And I'm sure if you're Coach Arnold, very upsetting in this occasion, but they'll have to answer it, and they're talking about it over on the sideline right now. Boss just kind of got in the way. He kind of saw what was happening, tried to retreat, but as the ball was approaching him, it's going to be very favorable field position for the Irish since it's at the 12-yard line. And the Raiders will have to go the long way to make this possible. Not only 80 yards, talk about 88 yards. And now 3 wide receivers lined to the left. Shotgun formation for Jet. Looks like back there with him is Powell. 4 down linemen for the Irish. He gets a snap, fakes the handoff. Jet looking for some running room once again around the right side of the field. Gets a decent gain, an actual fantastic gain. What was once on the 12-yard line, right around the 18. Decent pickup on first down. Still, nevertheless, second down and about 4. So officially a gain of 6. So for Jet, going to have to play a big role on this offense, as we've seen already, getting first downs when there was nothing available. And Jet this time hands the ball off to Powell. Powell pushing forward, going to drag a couple of Irish defenders. That'll be enough for a first down, and a little bit more for the Raiders as they continue their drive. Powell just able to get, we used to say get skinny in order to get past a couple of linemen, sneak past, and he's going to come off the field, and Jones will come in this case. The Raiders moving the ball. You know, when you got 3 down linemen on defensive side, 5 down linemen on offense, you just automatically assume you have the advantage, but you've got to be able to capitalize. Jet hands the ball off to Jones. Jones tackled by a couple of Irish defenders right around the 25-yard line, brings up second down. A gain of about 1 yard on the play. As he attempted to stretch that play, just all the pursuit angles that the Irish needed were able to get into the backfield, and it's just a minimal gain on the play. Under 10 minutes until we head into the locker rooms. Jet and the Raiders, 3 wide receivers lined to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Jet gets a snap, back to pass, looking towards the right side of the field, throws it, trying to find an open wide receiver, and it falls incomplete. It was in the area, but it was never. They really didn't have a chance to get that ball in bounds. He's looking towards, I believe that is once again Boss's way, as well as Coleman. So a tough 3rd and 9, of course, in 3rd and long on the season so far. Not exactly ideal for either team when you think about it, but Irish have had a little bit more success on the offensive side in that category. 3 wide receivers lined up to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left for Jet. Jet gets a snap, back to pass, looking towards the long side of the field. Has an open receiver, and it falls incomplete after the catch. A nice hit on the play to knock the ball loose, and it brings up 4th down. DC Farrell with a big hit. I mean, just as soon as that would have been a successful reception, couldn't get his feet down, ball comes loose. Farrell's going to come out. Normally it was in the returner, Bernie. We'll cover this. Doherty kick this ball and will punt this ball away. Punt is good. Right around the 40-yard line. It'll actually go past that and continue to bounce. Finally drops right around the 29-yard line. So a decent punt by Doherty. But back on offense go the Irish after a very fast-paced second quarter for them, gave them a 5-yard touchdown to tie this game up. I like the way they worked on offense in that last series, seeing the ball get to Bernie, getting the ball to Farrell. A lot of play action pass, was able to get the offense down the field at a lot faster pace. And if you open up the offense on the passing game, think of what it can do for, of course, Lynch, as well as for Dunlow and Erickson. 2 wide receivers lined up each side for Erickson. Erickson sends a man in motion. Gets a snap. It's going to be a bubble pass. Not able to get it to him and falls incomplete. He was trying to get it over to Bernie. Bernie wasn't able to handle the ball. It was just coming in too hot for him. And it brings up 2nd down and 10. Clock is stopped at 9 minutes, 5 seconds. And back up to the line of scrimmage. No huddle for the Irish. Shotgun. 3 wide receivers lined to the left. Sends a man in motion. Erickson fakes the ball to him. Actually, excuse me, that was a wildcat formation. Threw me off for a second. I was trying to see who my wildcat quarterback was. Looks like that might be Farrell back there. So Farrell. On 3rd and 10. Pitches the ball over. I believe that's to Bernie. Bernie looking for some wiggle room. He gets some of that yardage back, but it will not be enough for a 1st down. Nice pass by Farrell to get the ball moving, but nevertheless brings up 4th down. And the punt team will come out for the Irish. Waiting for the signal. Hadn't seen it yet, but stalled after a couple of no gains or an incompletion here and there, and they were forced to punt once more. Back to punt this ball away is Manning. And Manning, low line snap, trying to get this ball kicked away. He's going to tuck it and run with it. Finally punts the ball away. Right around the 35-yard line. A nice grab there. Don't know how big of a necessity that was, but the ball never went any further than the 35-yard line. I'm sure Jet was kind of surprised as he was back to return it. He wasn't the returner in this play. So the Raiders will take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. After a couple of nice defensive stops by the Irish, able to get the ball, from a defensive back perspective. There were close to receptions happening for the Raiders, but nevertheless, it was wiped out by Farrell in that last series. Forced in the punt, but it was just a nice punt by Doherty. Got us over to the other side of the field. And it looks like we'll have 2 wide receivers each side for Jet. And Jet sends a man in motion. He gets a snap, bubble pass. Interesting that they run this play too. A couple of moves. A gain of maybe about 1 yard by Boss. So interesting that we saw that exact same play from Ursuline only a few minutes ago. Gain of about 1 yard, though. The other one for Ursuline, incomplete. Clock continues to run, 7 minutes and 12 seconds. Shotgun formation with 3 wide receivers lined to the left for Jet. Looks like 4 down linemen this time for Ursuline. And a snap. Hands the ball off to, I believe that's Jones. And Jones finding no running room. The Irish able to find him very quickly for not only no gain, but it's a loss on the play. Looks like 3rd and 10 now. And Ursuline, you just got to wonder if after a few adjustments by the team, they're able to figure out what they're doing offensively and really stymieing any type of offense from happening any further. But Jet and the Raiders might want to think about airing this ball out in this next play. course, in my philosophy, it's never wrong to lean on the rushing game, but doesn't look like Ursuline is biting at all. 2 wide receivers each side. Jet back to pass, look towards the left side of the field. Going to be flushed out towards the left side of the field. Throws it long, trying to hit an open receiver, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it back over to Boss, but Boss couldn't get the ball, couldn't get in the territory. In fact, he was triple covered. And it falls 4th down, and it'll be forced to punt again. One of the more defensive battles that I've seen all season long so far. Just not a lot of offense going for the Raiders in this second quarter. Back to receive, I believe, is Farrell and Burney. Doherty kicks this ball away. Fielded by Burney. Burney up to about the 35-40. He's moving. Past the 50. Still on his feet. 35. Couple of moves. And a beautiful return by Burney at the 27-yard line. Shifty moves. Gets the Fighting Irish even closer to the end zone and not only threatening to get into the red zone. Well, he earned every yard of that. Going from we used to say north to south, but he was using the sidelines to his advantage. And Burney makes this a 28-yard option to get into the end zone, 1st and 10. We'll have about 4 minutes and I want to say about 43 seconds, 5 minutes and 43 seconds to work with in the second quarter. Erickson, 3 wide receivers lined to the right. Gets a snap, hands it off to Lynch. Lynch moves past the 25, past the 20, still on his feet, and finally brought down right around the 14-yard line. They're in the red zone. It's amazing what can happen in such short bursts for the Fighting Irish. I want to welcome everybody on from the Audible Call. Back at YSN headquarters. Erickson, broken play, trying to find some running room. A flag thrown. He's going to be pushed out of bounds, and then he's tackled out of bounds. Ursuline fans in attendance are not a fan of that call, or I should say the no call. Looking for what the penalty may be. And we're still waiting to hear it on our end as well. The flag was thrown at the sideline right around the 11-yard line, so they're having a little conference about this. I don't think at the time Erickson had gotten to that spot just yet, so not sure if it had to do anything with the way the wide receiver and defensive back kind of met, but we'll see here. We're just going to talk about it some more, I guess. Yeah, we were talking about earlier in the pregame. This is, of course, the anniversary of the 1972 Warren Western Reserve State Championship team. They were honored at pregame. Actually forced the game a little bit to go, start at about 7:01, 7:02, but the referees were pretty accommodating in this occasion. We're still talking about it finally, and we'll see our call. Looks like we're going to get a penalty against the Raiders. Didn't actually see the hand motion. It looks like illegal substitution is the actual call, as you just heard over the PA announce. So Erickson, who was having difficulty with that play to begin with, gets some yardage in this occasion to start back on 1st and 5 instead of 1st and 10. So still 1st and 5, not 1st and goal yet. Ball's now at about the 9-yard line. 3 wide receivers, line to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun. Erickson fakes the handoff, throws it. He goes into the end zone, and he finds a touchdown by Burney from 9 yards out. And Burney gets on the board with a nice little throw, the slant route by Erickson. So quickly back for the extra point. A nice little, fake and throw. Snap is down, the kick is up, and McGlon's kick is flag thrown. Good. We'll see what the flag was, if that's what we saw thrown at that last second. Currently, the extra point is good, but trying to make sure we have everything in tow. Looks like everything's good to go. And it's a 14-7 lead by the Irish, and we'll come back after a quick word. Don't go anywhere here on YSN.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Back here at Mollenkopf Stadium with the score 14-7, the Irish take back the lead, or take the lead for the very first time, I should say. And the penalty was enforced on the kickoff. It was against the Raiders. And because of that, a nice little option for McGlone to kick this ball away. 9-yard touchdown pass to Bernie allowed us to get the score that we are seeing here today by Erickson. It's going to be a potential onside kick here. You can see the way McGlone is lined up. We'll see if he actually kicks this ball away. That's what I was going to say. He kicks it right around, actually out of bounds. It'll be a penalty, but nevertheless the ball will move up to the 35-yard line. Wonder if that was a strategic kick to keep the ball away from some of the returners of Harding. And it has to be in that occasion, especially with the yardage enforced. You almost want to try to kick that ball into the end zone if you can, but nevertheless, the ball will move up to the 35 for a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. And the ball, we have not seen the ball actually spotted. I'm not entirely certain what the plan is here. We're going to discuss it some more. Beautiful night here in Ohio for the Mahoning Valley area. Pretty much no clouds to speak of, no real wind. Trying to get some of the scores from around the area while we wait. As we continue to wait, I should say. We're finally going to eventually spot this ball at about the 26-yard line. Fitch right now beating Bennett, New York, 21-0. Actually, we're going to kick this ball once again. So let's go ahead and kick this ball and back them up. Beaver Local currently losing to Kaiser, West Virginia, 7-0 in that first quarter. Reynolds currently beating Cambridge Springs, 19-0. Brookfield beating Camel right now, 20-0 in the last report in the first quarter. Cheney, great game against Canfield, big game. Cheney, 7. Canfield, 6 in that second quarter. East Liverpool currently losing to Harrison Central, 17-0. Farrell right now beating Greenville, 14-7. And we'll have some of the other scores from around the area brought to you by Channel 21 WFMJ as well as YSNLive.com. McGlone kicks this ball away. And we get another penalty. Another penalty. And they'll be forced to re-punt this or re-kick this ball. Another false start call. Hickory currently beating Wilmington 7-0. West Branch currently beating Howland 14-0. Struthers 6, Hubbard 0. That one's an interesting game as well. Lowellville and Jackson Milton both coming in with great records. Louisville right now, 21, Jackson Milton, 7. Champion right now beating LeBray 14-0, Girard and Lakeview. Girard 21, Lakeview 7. Warren JFK right now beating Marlington 21-0. Middle Ridge at the half. That game's flying by. Middle Ridge 6, Springfield 0. Garfield right now beating Newton Falls 26-0 in the last report in the second quarter. Jefferson beating Niles right now 14-7. Padua Franciscan beating Salem right now 14-0. And those are some of the scores from around the area by Channel 21, WFMJ, and YSNLive.com. Let's see if we actually get this kickoff on our third try. 3 times a charm, and McGlon kicks that ball away. It's going to be right near the 1-yard line. Looking for some running room past the 20-yard line. Still on his feet. Finally brought down right around the 30-yard line. So a great gain by Harding coming from the 1-yard line all the way to the 31. But they got to answer now. The Irish have had a lot of luck on defense, or maybe just good old-fashioned good defense for the most part in this second quarter, stopping the Warren Harding from going any further. They can minimize penalties as well as continue to play tough defense. They're going to get this ball back very quick. Harding will have 5 minutes and 11 seconds to work with in the second quarter, officially at the 32-yard line on the scoreboard. Shotgun formation for Jet. 3 wide receivers lined to the left. And Jet gets a snap. Fakes the handoff. Jet's going to run with it past the 35-yard line. Finally brought down right around the 36-yard line and brings up second down. So Jet, really the nice part I like about the way that he runs the ball is as soon as the fake happens, he's in motion. That first 3 steps that he takes is at full speed. Getting a gain of 4 yards in that first play makes it a very manageable 2nd and 6. 2 wide receivers each side for Jet. Looks like 3 down linemen for the Irish. Fakes the handoff again. Jet moving again towards the other side of the field up to about the 45-yard line. It's going to be a first down and a little bit more. Tough man to bring down is Jet. Continues this drive for Warren Harding. And he was officially tackled by D.C. Farrell, who on that side able to contain himself from going over to the other side and opening up a running lane for Jet. Able to stay home and help out with the tackle on the opposite side, especially the way the Jet ran the ball. He's heading right, and then he changed direction, heading left. 2 wide receivers again each side for Jet. He gets a snap, hands it off, brought into the backfield. I believe that was number 58. That was Branch. Branch actually pushed himself into the handoff exchange, and it's a loss on the play of about 3 to 4 yards. So if you can make that kind of penetration as a defensive lineman, you got a chance to really cause some havoc for Jet, Jones, as well as Powell. Officially 2nd and 13 at the 43-yard line. 3 minutes and about 37 seconds left in the second quarter. 3 wide receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left. Jet gets a snap, back to pass, looking towards the right side of the field, throws it, and it falls. It is a catch, there by Coleman. Coleman gets some of that yardage back that was lost on that last play, but makes it now 3rd and 9. Initially, it looked like Coleman didn't have the ball completely secured, but he's able to handle it while having a defender on him. So a great job by Coleman to continue this drive, at least get the ball into 3rd and 9. Would have been a very challenging 3rd and about 14 otherwise. So do you have a play for 9 yards if you're Jet and the offense? 3 wide receivers lined up to the left in a bunch formation, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Jet gets the snap, back to pass, looking downfield. He's going to make a couple moves, trying to get loose. Past the 50, past the 45, he gets the first down and a little bit more. A nice job by Jet to stay patient. move around a couple of defenders, gets the Raiders a first down at about the 40-yard line. Amazing running by Jet in tonight's game so far. Just he was rushed by the defensive line of Ursuline and was able to get onto the outside by the right side of the field and find a couple of running lanes. They weren't initially open, but he ran past them. First and 10 at the 40-yard line. And Jet gets the snap, fakes the handoff. Jet keeps the ball, moving up to around the 37, 38-yard line. Gain of about maybe 2 to 3 yards, second down. And we're going to get looks like a we heard a couple of extra whistles there. I was waiting for a timeout call, but it looks like everything is kosher, and we're back to it. Clock is stopped. We might see a penalty flag potentially. Couldn't entirely tell you what is the case as the clock is stopped. And we're going to talk about it. One of the sideline judges, as well as our referee for tonight's matchup. Okay. For the most part, we're back to it. I'm waiting for the signal that the clock can continue to run, and it finally shows up. 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line. And we get another whistle. This time a flag. Looks like a player might have jumped right around the line of scrimmage. And it'll bring them back 5 yards. I think. Boy, the amount of time that it's taken just to get these these penalties sorted out. I mean, of course, if you get it right, great. But we're still talking about it. Okay. Back to 2nd and 7. And another delay has occurred. And it is now frustrating both sides of the fan bases. I just want the game to continue. No, when you have delays like this, usually if you are on offense and you've had some hardships on the offensive side, of course, Raiders moving this ball into Ursuline territory, it's kind of hindering your momentum. But if you're Ursuline, just got to make sure you got your guys lined up and you're ready to go. And we'll continue, and I'll try to find some more scores from around the area. South Range currently beating Poland 20-0. Southern in the second quarter beating Columbiana 16-0. United currently beating Latonia 30-0. And West Allegheny currently beating Newcastle 17-6. And finally, 2nd and 7. Clock continues to run, 2:10. Jet hands the ball off. And it looks like that is Jones, and Jones going to get it more than enough for a first down. Still moving his feet as he's, swatting away defenders. And the Raiders get the first down necessary to continue this drive. Boy, after just standing there for what felt like 2 minutes, a nice job by the composure of the Warren G. Harding offense to get in line for that play. Of course, if you're an offensive lineman and you have some assignments that you need to call out, you have a real good chance of doing that with the way everyone is lined up, at least before the snap. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line, under a minute and 10. Jet fakes the handoff. Jet will keep the ball past the 25, moving still on his feet, stretching towards the sideline, gets past the 20-yard line, going to be brought down right around the 18-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Raiders at about the 17-yard line. And we'll get a timeout by the Raiders. We want to get everything lined up with a minute 19 left in our second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Harding Raiders when we come back.
Reliability. Innovation. scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
And we're back here at Mullenkoff Stadium. 14-7 Irish, but the Raiders 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line in the red zone. Jet sends a man in motion. Gets a snap. Running with it himself. Past the 15-yard line, past the 10. Still on his feet, the ball comes out. I believe that's a touchback, and it is. Ursuline gets the ball back after punching the ball away. Goes into the end zone and out of bounds. And for Ursuline, a huge play. I mean, it just looked like Jet was just moving closer and closer with every play, getting closer to the end zone. And if the ball's punched away at that last second, and the way it was, of course, the ball bounced out of bounds once going into the end zone, with a beautiful opportunity for Ursuline to capitalize, getting the turnover and getting the touchback. Erickson and the Irish will take the field on offense. 2 wide receivers lined up each side. Erickson gets a snap back to pass, looking downfield. Pressured out of the pocket. And he's going to be tackled and sacked into the backfield by Warren Harding. Erickson was just trying to get rid of the ball. Great coverage by the Raiders made that possible. And it'll be a loss on the play. Loss of 6 in total. Back to the line of scrimmage go the Irish. Burney gets the screen pass. He's going to get most of that yardage back, but not all of it. And the ball will actually, and we'll get a timeout here. Again, not only does he get not only does he get the initial yardage lost, but he has a great gain on this second down play, but brings up 3rd and 2, and they're forced to take a timeout. We'll come back after a quick word with about 34 seconds left until the halftime here on YSN here at Mullenkoff Stadium.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Coca's 24-slice pizza, 75 boneless wings, or our famous pepperoni rolls. Big game favorites. Order now and beat the rush. Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half-off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Back here at Mullenkoff Stadium, 3rd and 2. Ball's handed off to Lynch. Lynch looking for some running room. He gets a first down and a little bit more. Fighting Irish first down as they continue to move the clock. Clock is initially stopped at about 29 seconds. Back up to the line of scrimmage goes Erickson. Gets a snap, back to pass, looking downfield. Throwing to a screen pass over to Lynch at the 40-yard line. Finally brought down right around the 43-yard line. And we'll get another timeout. Trying to get some of the initial scores from around the area since it's only about 19 seconds left on the clock. But the Irish, of course, moving the ball. It is 2nd now and 5. No changes at the Fitch game. 21-0 lead against Bennett, New York. And for Beaver Local, no score update from the initial. That is Kaiser, West Virginia 7. Beaver Local 0. Reynolds currently beating Cambridge Springs 19-0. Brookfield still beating Camel 20-0 last reported in the first quarter. Cheney goes into halftime with a 3-point lead against Camfield. That's a 9-6 game. It's a pretty good one if you want to check that out here on ysnlive.com. Just open up another tab. Don't lose our game here. But you can watch both at the same time. Of course, if you're going to listen to anybody's audio, you might as well keep it to mine. Farrell currently beating Greenville 14-7. Hickory right now beating Wilmington 7-0. West Branch increases their lead 28-0 at halftime against Howland. That's from some of the scores from around the area, brought to you by Channel 21 WFMJ and YSNLive.com. Erickson gets a snap, back to pass, looking downfield. He's going to be pressured, falls going out of bounds, and finally brought down out of bounds. Ursuline's fan base wants that flag, but they don't get one. It was a close one here, of course, from our vantage point. He does go out of bounds to stop the clock. It looks to be about 13 seconds, but it's a 3rd and 4 now for Ursuline. 3 wide receivers still lined up to the left, 1 to the right. Erickson gets a snap, back to pass, looking downfield. It's a screen pass over to Farrell, and Farrell unable to get that ball, falls incomplete. He was pressured. Erickson was trying to get that ball off as fast as he could. And he'll be forced to punt from where the field position is at the 44-yard line of Ursuline. He was hit as he was throwing. I couldn't get the number of the actual defender that curried, I should say, Erickson. So we'll see how much time is actually available after Manning will likely punt this ball away. He did have a lengthy conversation with the coaching staff over on the Ursuline sideline, so a little fishy, if you ask me. After, just why not punt the ball away? It's an easy thing to say, but we'll see what Manning wants to do. Snap doesn't get to him right away. He's going to hold the ball a couple seconds. Maybe that was the point. Going to punt this ball away around the 10-yard line is where it falls, and going to fall to about the 6. But because he held the ball for a little bit longer, it does go into halftime. And our score at halftime is Ursuline 14, Warren G. Harding 7. Interesting scoring so far by both teams. Of course, the second quarter was all Ursuline, and for Warren Harding, the only score of the first quarter. We'll come back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. Give us about 20 minutes, and we will continue with our game at third quarter.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update. Very dangerous.
And on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle.
And lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history. No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Klim. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined
80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our family's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
But now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
Reliability. Innovation. Scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step. We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting, where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa.
And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing.
Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships.
We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team.
Your goals, our game plan.
Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsurancesolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Jimmy Sutton here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
It means the world to me to know that what we're doing is impacting people. And whether it's simply, I got to watch my son or daughter when I was out of town, or we just love watching YSN. We love what you do for our son or daughter. So whenever someone says thank you or someone is appreciative of what we're doing, it tells me everyone at YSN is doing what we initially set out to do, which is shine a light on these athletes and help them kind of promote themselves. My name is Anthony Hartwig, and my sports network is your sports network.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex and I'm why I'm proud.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update. Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service, we'll help build your perfect vehicle.
And lock in your trade value.
While your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing.
Regardless of your situation or credit history, no worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined
80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall, Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
When looking for home design inspiration, don't just be inspired, be Baird inspired. Whether new or remodeling, Baird Brothers has the latest trends like shiplap to refresh your home. Go from inspiration to installation with our wide selection of in-stock American hardwoods. From the rustic charm of antique oak to the warmth of traditional cherry, Baird Brothers has what you need to make your home inspiring. Baird Brothers, our family's heritage, your family's home.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our family's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
But now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step. We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
When your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting, where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education, and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
WRS Wealth Advisors, the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Located on South Avenue in Boardman.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa.
And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing.
Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships.
We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team.
Your goals, our game plan.
Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2323. 2730 or visit ksquare.marketing to learn more.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
Jimmy Sudman here, Director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
It means the world to me to know that what we're doing is impacting people. And whether it's simply, I got to watch my son or daughter when I was out of town, or we just love watching YSN. We love what you do for our son or daughter. So whenever someone says thank you or someone is appreciative of what we're doing, it tells me everyone at YSN is doing what we initially set out to do, which is shine a light on these athletes and help them kind of promote themselves. My name's Anthony Hartwig, and my sports network is your sports network.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Hi, I want to tell you about my Tricia Yearwood home collection available at Sheely's Furniture. With 2 locations serving Ohio and Pennsylvania, Sheely's is one of the country's top sellers of my home collection. And the best part? At Sheely's, you never have to wait for a sale. They offer everyday low pricing as well as a price match guarantee, so you can shop the Tricia Yearwood home collection with confidence. Come see my collection with something to offer for every room in your home and get it all with free local delivery, only at Sheely's Furniture.
Now is the time to think about your future, where you want to go, what you want to be. Your future can start now at Kent State Salem or Kent State East Liverpool. We have programs that will open doors and provide opportunities for you to pursue your passion. We are affordable, we are close. You call it hometown, we call it Kent State University. Learn more at www.kent.edu/Columbiana. You belong here.
How lucky are we to have not one, but 2 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Rain will come and go tomorrow. There'll be some dry intervals.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online.
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
And on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we offer a worry-free experience for all our customers.
From sales to financing and even service.
We'll help build your perfect vehicle
and lock in your trade value
while your vehicle is being built.
No worries.
We guarantee financing,
regardless of your situation or credit history. No worries. And when your vehicle needs service,
our award-winning team will get you back on the road.
No worries.
That's what going the extra mile means. Only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined
80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Back here at Mollenkopf Stadium with the score 14-7, the start of the third quarter upcoming. If you're just now joining us, first quarter started off with a 53-yard touchdown run by Jet. Make this game 7-0 for the Raiders, but the Ursuline Fighting Irish owned the second quarter with a 5-yard touchdown run by Lynch, tie the game up, followed by a nice touchdown pass by Erickson, 9-yard touchdown pass to Will Burney. Makes this game, as you see it here on the scoreboard, 14-7. And the Raiders will punt this ball away to the Irish. Or excuse me, kick this ball away. Fumbling over my words. Whether it's punt or kick all night. Try to straighten that out for everyone. Back to receive this, I believe, is Farrell and Burney. And this will be kicked away by Doherty. Just waiting for a signal here. And we finally get it. It's a low line kick. Field around the 30-yard line. Moving up past the 40. And it's going to be great field position for the Ursuline Fighting Irish coming out of halftime. Looks like that was catched by number 8, Davis. He was able to catch up on the ball and move this up a little bit more to a great field position. Fighting Irish will have 57 yards to go to get into the end zone. And Erickson will take back the field here. In the 2-minute drill a few minutes ago, but he hands the ball off to Lynch. Lynch moving the ball up to the 45-yard line. A gain of about 3 to 4 yards on first down. But quickly back up to the line of scrimmage go the Irish. This is the pace they prefer. It worked out for them in bunches. Now, when they had some difficulty, it got them off the field in a hurry. 3 wide receivers line to the left. Erickson keeps the ball himself. Moving past the first down markers and going into Raiders territory down around the 43-yard line. It'll bring up a 1st and 10. And we get a whistle. And it's one of those things. You come out at halftime. I didn't want to bring up the dreaded word of cramps when you're coming out at halftime. But we have a player down for the Raiders. Give them a couple seconds, and we'll come back after a quick word from our sponsors here on YSN.
Reliability. Innovation. Scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
He's able to walk off on his own power. Wasn't able to get the number of the player down, but everything seems to be okay. It looks like that is number 20, Weaver. But he's able to get up and come off. Hopefully he's able to come back into the game. But 1st and 10, nevertheless, for the Irish on the 43-yard line of Warren Harding. 2 wide receivers lined to the right, and Erickson in shotgun formation. Gets a snap. Passes over to D.C. Farrell. Farrell looking for some running room. Gets a good gain on 1st down of about 4 yards. So a little screen pass. Not much of a fake from Erickson. That might not be the design of that play, but he was able to get the ball over to Farrell without any delay. No huddle for Erickson. Gets a snap. Hands it off to Lynch. Lynch met in the backfield by a defender. It'll be a loss on the play, and it's a tackle by number 58. That's Alexander. Alexander was able to find his way past the offensive line of Ursuline and brings up now 3rd and 8. Like we said, you know, the no huddle doesn't really, it takes the clock completely out of the equation. But 3rd and 8, you got to play for 8 yards. Erickson gets a snap, back to pass, looking down the middle of the field, throwing towards the right side. Finds a man open. It'll be a 1st down. Nice catch there by Manning. And Manning keeps the drive alive for the Irish. Gain of officially about 9 yards for Manning. Erickson gets the snap, hands it off to Lynch. No, he's keeping it. Moving with the ball and picks up a gain of maybe about 3 to 4 yards. Nice fake there by Erickson. Got me good. But brings up 2nd down. Under 9 minutes and 49 seconds to play in our 3rd quarter. Good sustained drive by Ursuline. I'm sure they want to capitalize and keep this going. 3 wide receivers lined up to the left. Erickson in shotgun formation. Gets the snap. Fakes the handoff again. Erickson with some running room. Jumps over a defender and gets the 1st down, but I believe that is a penalty in today's version of football. Unfortunately for Erickson, highlight worthy, but also in Ohio high school rules, penalty worthy. I'm not a big believer of that call, but I understand it's about safety. So we'll wait for that to be chalked off. You know, you're trying to evade a defender. It was just one way of evading it. It worked out for Erickson, but moves them back to the 40-yard line. And the Ursuline sideline, not a fan of the call. Makes it 2nd and 18. Ball at the 40-yard line. And we get a Erickson gets the snap. Gets it over to Bernie. Bernie looking for some running room. Still not off his feet. Finally brought down right around the 39-yard line. Gain of about 2 to 3 yards there. Now it's going to bring up 3rd and 17. So officially a gain of 1. It's a tough 17 yards to go for Ursuline. Gets the snap. Erickson back to pass. Looking downfield. Finds an open receiver. And it's going to be a first down for the Irish. Able to get that 17 yards is D.C. Farrell. Nice throw by Erickson. Had pressure in front of him. Able to deliver the ball perfectly to Farrell. Not only gives them the first down, they're in the red zone. Trips to the right. 3 wide receivers lined to the right. Erickson gets the snap. Fakes the handoff. Erickson back to run. And he's going to be tackled by a host of Raiders on the play. Minimal gain on the play of about maybe 2 yards. That brought down right around the 16-yard line. Nice job by Erickson as well as Farrell, Bernie, getting this team further and further along into this red zone territory. You know, it's tough to come back from from that penalty. Did not faze them. They continue on. 2nd and 10, officially. Erickson, shotgun formation. Hands the ball off to Lynch. Lynch looking for some running room, cuts back. He's going to be tackled once again on the play, right around the line of scrimmage. Looks like he was tackled down by number 61. That's Jackson. So a nice tackle there, right at the defensive line. So 10 yards to go. 3rd down, however, for Ursuline. Back to pass is Erickson. Erickson looking down the middle of the field, trying to extend the play. Running towards the sideline. He's just going to tuck it and run it himself. Gets a good amount of that gain back, but the ball comes out. He says that the side judge does say that the ball was fumbled by contact of the ground, so is down by contact. Makes it 4th and about 5 at the 11-yard line. And we get a flag thrown. It's going to be against Warren Harding, and if it's anything over the 5-yard penalty variety, it will give them the 1st and goal that they are looking for. It's going to be an encroachment call against Warren Harding, and it will be a 5-yard penalty, making it a 1st and goal. So a nice job there by the Irish with the encroachment penalty. Ball on the 6-yard line for 1st and goal. Under 7 minutes to play in our 3rd. Erickson gets a snap, running it himself. It just parts the sea, and he gets into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Irish. They extend their lead by 2 official touchdowns so far. And Erickson just had a running lane right down the middle, just kept pushing forward until he officially crossed the plane. And Erickson increases his lead, his 2nd touchdown, 1 via the air, 1 via the ground game. McGlone will kick the extra point for the Ursuline Fighting Irish. Snap is a little high, he's able to handle it. The kick is good, making this game 21-7 with 6 minutes and about 46 seconds left till the end of our 3rd quarter. We'll come back after a quick word. Don't go anywhere here on YSN.
Every customer has a story, whether it's buying a car for the first time, helping them get approved, or finding the perfect car for their budget. I'm proud that people trust me with their story. I'm Tracy, and I'm ready to go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Back here at Mollenkopf Stadium with the score 21-7, Ursuline after a 6-yard touchdown run by Erickson increases this lead for the Irish. McGlon will kick this ball away, and the Raiders need to do something quick to keep this game in reach. Middle kick right around the 18-yard line, fielded, and some running room past the 30. A lot of momentum, but finally brought down right around the 31-yard line. That was Boss. Fast wide receiver used his jets on that return. Gives them a gain, or an opportunity to get, let's say about 69 yards to get into the end zone. Stalled in of course, the last time we saw the Raiders was during that 2-minute huddle or 2-minute hurry in the second quarter by the Raiders. The ball fumbled into the end zone and out of bounds, gave them a touchback, and that pretty much ended it for the Raiders in that occasion. But now, here in the third quarter, trying to get back in the scoring column. They have not scored since the first quarter. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers lined to the left for Jet. Jet hands the ball off, and he's met in the backfield right away by an Ursuline defender. Looked like Jones on the carry, but Jones had no room to run. It'll be a loss of about close to 4 yards. Second down for the Raiders. Just an offensive lineman, or a scheme that the Irish were able to expose. Got them into the backfield. It's officially a loss of about 4 on the play. Moving the ball back to the 27-yard line. 3 wide receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left. Jet gets a snap, back to pass, throwing it, completed. Right around the original down and distance. Got it over to Coleman, Chaz Coleman that is. And Chaz gets back the original 4 yards. But it's now 3rd and 10. Clock is stopped. It looks like he went out of bounds at 5 minutes and 55 seconds. So the Raiders need 10 to go. Keep this drive alive. 3 wide receivers lined up to the right. Jet gets the snap. He's going to get pressure, throws it, trying to get it over to Coleman quickly, but unable to get it to him. It falls incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Raiders will be forced to punt. Nice blitz package by the Irish, able to get into the backfield and hurry Jet to throw that pass. He had an open receiver, but because of the speed at which the Ursuline Fighting Irish were coming towards him, he just threw it too hard and it bounced right in front of Coleman. Doherty will kick this ball away. Looks like Farrell and Burney are back to receive this. Snap is good. Punts away. It'll be fielded right around the 40-yard line and go over Farrell's head and falls out of bounds. Ball will be officially marked right around the 38-yard line, and that's where the Irish will take over on 1st and 10. They'll have about 62 yards to go to get into the end zone if Ursuline is able to capitalize on their previous drive, which resulted in a 6-yard touchdown run by Erickson. And, sometimes that's what you need as an offense. You go in at halftime, you're able to talk about it, and then you can create some offense for you, some ideas that maybe you can't think of on the fly when you're actually out on the field. Maybe that's the case for Ursuline now as they come in for their second drive of this half. And Erickson and Lynch will be back in shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers line to the left and 1 to the right. Erickson gets the snap, back to pass, looking for a screen pass, but now he's faking it, heading long, trying to find an open receiver, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it over to Farrell. Farrell made a move at the last minute and had an opportunity at it, just couldn't bring it in. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line. Nice little tricky play there. 3 wide receivers lined to the left. Erickson, shotgun formation, throws the bubble route, getting it over to Farrell. Farrell Gets a great gain. He gets a first down and a little bit more for the Irish as they continue pushing into Raiders territory. We get a player down for the Irish. Can't see the number from here, but it's around the original tackling spot. Hopefully, once we get the number, we'll, of course, report it to you, but we'll give the Ursuline player a couple of seconds, and we'll come back after a quick word from Mill Creek Parks.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Mill Creek Metro Parks is your park for all seasons. Make a memory in the park. Plan your visit today at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
The player that was injured is Will Burney. He's able to jog off on the field. Might have been just a cramp there. Glad to see he's able to get up, and hopefully he can come back into this game. Big part of the offense, big part of the defense, too. But 1st and 10, nevertheless, for the Irish at the 49-yard line of Ursuline. 2 wide receivers lined up each side for Erickson. Erickson gets the snap, fakes the pass, going to run with it himself, trying to find an opening. He's going to go out of bounds. It might be right around the original line of scrimmage. If anything, it might be right at the original down and distance marker. Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 5 minutes and I believe 16 seconds. And it's a handoff. Going right to about a gain of about 1 yard is Lynch. So in the fastest way possible, looks like Burney comes back out on the field. And they need him for this play. They got 9 yards, 3rd and 9. Checking the sideline for their play are the Irish. 4 down linemen for the Raiders. Erickson gets a snap back to pass, looking towards the left side of the field. He's got an open receiver, and it's tipped and almost caught. But it falls incomplete and bring up 4th down. An exciting throw. Of course, there was a corner or safety back there available for that throw, but does fall incomplete. And the Irish will be forced to punt. Certainly haven't shown it yet. Manning will talk with the coaching staff before he comes out to punt this ball away. Clock is stopped. So Harding has the clock in their favor right now with 4 minutes and about 40 seconds. Back to receive this is Jett from this vantage point. Manning. Snaps low, it bounces to him. And he does get it away, but it's barely kicked. It's bouncing around the 30-yard line. It actually went out the side of his foot, and they're going to say that it is down there. The Irish were bouncing on it as if it was last touched by Warren Harding, but nevertheless, it will be a Raider ball. That would have been very interesting indeed. But 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of Warren Harding. They got a little bit of a ways to go here. We're talking about 72 yards. Been stalled, as we've mentioned on the broadcast so far, since the first quarter, where they were able to break open a touchdown. And then in the second quarter, were driving in the red zone, fumbled going into the end zone, going out and creating a touchback, which is, of course, a turnover, gave Ursuline the ball. So those are the most significant drives that the Raiders have been able to capitalize on. See if they can get Jett going in the run game. Moving forward, Powell will be back there with Jett. 3 wide receivers line up to the right. Jett gets a snap back to pass, looking down the middle of the field. Going to be pressured and brought down for a sack. That is actually Dunlow, excuse me. Got tongue-tied there, but Dunlow with a nice sack brings him back to the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard loss on the sack. 2nd and 18 for the Raiders. That's just one of those things. Jet needs to keep himself moving as a passer. Of course, he's got the speed, as we've seen so far in tonight's game. But it's when it's tough on both sides. It didn't matter if he turned left or right. It was either Dunlow or another Irish defender. Jet gets a snap, back to pass. He's going to run it. Spin move. Finally brought down. It's going to be a gain on the play of back up to about the 22-yard line. Gives him a gain of 2. So for the Raiders, 3rd and 16. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in our third quarter. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers each side. Jet gets a snap, back to pass. Deep drop, trying to find an open receiver. Gets it over to Coleman right around the first down markers, but it won't be enough for a first down. Excuse me, that is actually number 23. That's Lawrence. And Lawrence on the catch. Gets them close, but I'll be interested to see how Coach Arnold wants to take this. It is 4th down. Likely a punting scenario. They are down 2 touchdowns, though. What do you do here? Smart thing is to punt this. We got a player down, but he seems to be okay. Jogs off of the field. I was right around the coaching staff, so I wasn't sure the plan was there, but they're going to go for it. 3 yards to continue this drive, or it's a turnover on downs. Jet might try to bring them off sides. I'll be interested, but Jet snaps the ball. Looking downfield, has an open receiver, and it falls incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs, unable to handle that fastball. And the Irish with amazing field position to start off their drive. I think for a lot of Irish faithful here in attendance or listening at home are saying that's more like it here in this quarter. This third quarter has been the Irish that we've seen for the beginning of the season going into last week. It'll be about the ball spot at the 35-yard line. It'll be 35 yards to go to get into the end zone if you are the Irish. So shotgun formation for Erickson. 3 wide receivers line up to the left, 1 to the right. And Erickson gets a snap, hands the ball off to Lynch. Lynch upended right around the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 5 yards. So a nice job by Lynch to get at least 4 yards. Erickson gets a snap, hands it off to Lynch again. Lynch getting enough for a first down, it looks like. Right at about the 24-yard line. We have a player down. Motionless. This is we'll give the Raider player a couple of seconds, and we'll come back after a quick word. Don't go anywhere here on YSN.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams. It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
Rain will come and go tomorrow. There'll be some dry intervals.
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
Well, what was once a scary situation here seems to be remedied, thankfully. Looks like number 47 of the offense, or excuse me, of the Raiders, able to come off on his own power. Didn't have a lot of motion, at least the beginning of the actual hit, or I should say when the injury was first spotted. Able to sit up though, and then get things going again and walking off on his own power. Glad to see it. Hope he's able to come back into the game here. If not, whatever healthy choice is available to him, I hope it's chosen. But here in 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line, 2 minutes and about 20 seconds in this third quarter. Still 9:14 at night here, so this game is, for some, moving at a slower pace, but it has been some fun action, a lot of defense. Now some scoring in the third quarter by the Irish. 2 wide receivers each side. Erickson gets a snap, hands it off to Lynch. Lynch looking for some running room past the 20. That finally brought down right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a possible first down. It might be close. It's actually going to be short just by 1 yard, so 2nd down and 1. Erickson gets a snap, passes it over towards Farrell's way. Farrell makes a couple moves past the 10-yard line, goes into the end zone from 15 yards out. Touchdown, Irish. And Farrell, with some fancy moves, makes this game so far 27-7. And that's a second touchdown pass by Erickson tonight. Erickson, if you remember back in that first quarter, having some difficulty getting the ball over into a screen route, and ever since then, really had a lot of good looks. McGlone will kick this ball. Snap is low, but it's handled. And the kick is, it is good. Make the game 28-7 in this third quarter with looks like a minute 32 left until the end of our quarter. We'll be back after a quick word. Don't go anywhere here on YSN.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Back here at Mollenkopf Stadium with the score 28-7, a 15-yard touchdown pass to Farrell by Erickson. Increases this lead, and it'll be kicked away by McGlone. The Raiders, of course, turnover on downs, made it 35-yard field position. They only had to go 35 yards to get into the end zone. Hoping to do a little bit better on this next upcoming drive. A return up to the 25. Brought down around the 33-yard line, and that's where the Raiders will take over 1st and 10. They have a minute 25 to work with in the third quarter. Looks like about 67 yards to go to get into the end zone. I'm sure for Coach Arnold and the Raiders, just trying to get a first down and get things rolling is one of their miniature goals right now outside of scoring. Just trying to get the momentum moving for the offense, getting their defense a couple of seconds to rest and make adjustments. Jet, shotgun formation. Gets a snap. Back to pass, rolling to his left side. Throwing. It falls incomplete. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Pressure was coming from all sides from the Irish defensive line. And Jet probably was trying to find an open receiver, just couldn't get his arm to throw it that way. And clock is now stopped at a minute 19. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers each side for Jet. Jet gets the snap, looking for a screen pass, able to get it to him, but it's found by the Irish, and there's a fumble on the play. Ball is loose. And we're waiting for a call on the field here. Where they're spotting, it's right around the 20-yard line. And it looks to be, at this point, Raider ball. So it will be a loss on the play and make this an even tougher play on 3rd down for the Raiders. 38 seconds left on the third quarter clock. 3rd and 23 at the 20-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the left for Jet. Gets a snap, back to pass, pressured it initially, looking to pass way downfield, throws it, and it falls incomplete. Had a couple of wide receivers in the area, but he also had 3 defenders to defend that ball. And it falls nevertheless incomplete. It is now 4th and 23. About 14 seconds left on the third quarter clock. We'll see the punt team come out to punt this ball away for the Raiders. So another defensive stance by the Irish brings Burney and Farrell out to return this punt. And Doherty will punt this ball away, And Doherty gets the snap, punts away. It's a high-flying punt towards the 40-yard line, bouncing towards the 45. Irish wisely get away from it and let it roll to about the 44, and that's where they'll take over 1st and 10 with looks close to about 1 second possibly left on the third quarter clock. And yeah, exactly, it'll be 1 second. So they will have to run a play here in this third quarter, and then we'll head into the final quarter of tonight's game. Been a very fast-paced third quarter if you're an Irish fan. Of course, you've seen not only in the second quarter, but in the third quarter, 2 touchdowns per. Erickson will come out with Lynch in shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers each side. Sends a man in motion. That's Manning. Lynch gets the ball. It's a good run on first down. Going to be tackled by a host of Raiders. Gain of about 3 to 4 yards, and that'll be the last play of our third quarter. We'll head into the fourth quarter with the score of 28-7. We'll be back after a quick word from the Purple Cat, as well as some of the other sponsors from around the valley.
Locally owned and operated, Sheely's relaxed shopping experience means browsing and lounging is always encouraged.
Find Flex Deal and more at Sheely's Furniture and Appliance, because the best things in life happen at home.
Jimmy Sudman here, director of Isle, Purple Cat, and Golden String. We are happy to support YSN and two of my favorite people, Scotty Mincher and Super Dave O'Malley. We are an agency that provides services for adults with disabilities. We infuse humor, passion, and joy into their lives. If you know of any folks with disabilities that need our assistance, please contact us.
Welcome back for the start of the fourth quarter. Anthony Malone here. The Fighting Irish, 28. The Raiders, 7 right now. Erickson back at quarterback. Shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion. Looks like Manning. Hands the ball off to Lynch. Lynch running down the left side of the line. Able to get a great gain. Still on his feet. He gets a first down, a little bit more, and the ball comes loose. The Raiders pick up the ball, and they're moving the ball towards the 47, 48-yard line. And the Raiders take back the ball and go into Ursuline territory after a fumble recovery. Just when we thought it was going to plan for Ursuline, the Raiders get the ball back, and now they got the momentum. So the scores from around the area, Brookfield beats Camel 53-13. That is final. Canfield 13, Cheney 9 in the fourth quarter. All tied up for Beaver Local and Kaiser, West Virginia, 10 all. And Austintown Fitch currently beating, last report in the fourth quarter, Bennett, New York, 36-6. Here come the Raiders back on offense. And Jett and Harding. 3 wide receivers line up to the left side. Jett gets the snap, back to pass, looking down the middle of the field. Going to be pressured, throws it away, and it falls incomplete. Just didn't have the time for that screen pass. They had an open player, but even he was pressured. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Clock is stopped. 11:42. The Raiders just trying to get back into the huddle and call their next play. Some other scores from around the area. Hickory currently beating Wilmington 14-0. West Branch last reported beating Howland 42-8. And Jett back on offense. Gets a snap. Pressured, back to pass, looking for some running lanes. Going to throw it. And it's almost completed. It falls incomplete. However, he's trying to get the ball over to number 13, Chaz Coleman. Coleman can't handle the fastball. And this occasion brings up 3rd and 10. Well, no one said it was going to be easy for the offensive line of Warren G. Harding, facing a very tough Ursuline defensive line. And they've been a handful. And Jett's kind of felt the pressure of that all night. Every time he takes a couple steps, drops, tries to find an open player, extends the play. But, I mean, just the sheer pressure has forced him to get rid of the ball probably faster than he would like. Jett gets a snap, throws it towards the sideline. He's in a nice tackle and open field by Farrell right around the 48-yard line. I believe that was Powell on the carry. And the offensive player who made the catch is hurt on the field. We'll give him a couple seconds, and we'll come back after a quick word here on YSN.
Hi, this is Tom Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a proud, local, independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722, on the web at wrsinsurancesolutions.com, or visit us at our South Avenue office in Boardman to learn more.
Good luck, Bulldogs.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
Able to get on his own power. I believe that was Powell, and back to it go the Raiders. It is 4th and 7. The offense stays out on the field. And Jett gets the snap, back to pass, looking down the middle of the field, throws, and it is completed. And a catch made for a first down for the Raiders right around the 34-yard line. Looks like that was Jones on the catch. And Jones keeps it alive for the Raiders, going further and further into Ursuline Fighting Irish territory. Officially marked down at the 34-yard line here in this fourth quarter. 3 wide receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left. Jett back to pass. Long drop, throws, heading for the end zone, trying to find an open receiver. It falls incomplete, and it'll bring up second down. Jett tried to air it out as far as he could for his wide receiver, but couldn't track it down, get there in time to get to the ball. Clock stopped at 10 minutes and 46 seconds. Ball at the 34 of Ursuline. They break their huddle, and the Raiders with 3 wide receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left for Jett. Gets the snap, back to pass, looking down the right side of the field, throws as he's getting hit, and it's caught by Coleman. Coleman still on his feet, finally brought down for a first down, but they head into the red zone for the Raiders' first down. Coleman, 6'3" sophomore, not a hard man to miss on a field. And the nice part for Jett, he was able to get a completion over to him and get them into the red zone. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage go Warren G. Harding. One of their first red zone trips of this half. Jett gets a snap, back to pass, looking down the middle field, tucks it. Going to try to run with it. He's going to be tackled in the backfield. It'll be a sack on the play of about 5 yards. Trying to get the number of the actual player on the tackle there. Looks like that was Michael Branch on the sack. So now it's 2nd and 15, ball at the 25-yard line. Under 10 minutes to play in our game. If I'm coaching this offensive side, I'm trying to get at least half of that yardage, half the yardage of distance needed. Jett back to pass, throwing towards the right middle of the field, and able to get it to an open receiver. That's Coleman again. Close to the first down marker. It should be enough. We're waiting for the signal, and it will be. First and goal for the Raiders at the 10-yard line. So Coleman and Jett connecting in this drive might be something that they should go back to this well with 10 yards to go, get into the end zone. They break the huddle. 3 wide receivers line up to the left, 1 to the right for Jett. Coleman to his right. Jett gets the snap. He's going to run with it himself. Up to the 5-yard line, going into the end zone. Touchdown, Harding. A 10-yard touchdown run by Jett, his second of the night. Makes this game 13-28 with a 10-yard touchdown run right down the middle. He's been passing the whole series. Why not run the ball? Snap is a little high. It's handled. The kick is a line drive, but it's nevertheless still good. Making this game 28-14 with 9 minutes and 9 minutes exactly, that is. We'll be back after a quick word from our sponsors here on YSN.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
Back here for an onside kick, 28-14 after a nice 10-yard touchdown run by Jet. Brings us to the onside kick opportunity for the Raiders. Doherty lining up for this. And we'll see where he goes. Is it down the middle, to the left, to the right? He gives the signal. Poots it away. And let's see if he was able to jump on it. I don't think it went 10 yards. I don't know, though. I haven't seen any of the referees calling for it yet. Nobody wants to make the call. And it will be Raiders' ball. You can see where he's lined up here. He didn't go past 10 yards. So I'm not entirely certain, especially where the ball is at right now. Certainly did not go 10 yards unless, for some reason, the ball bounced backwards after it hit the 50-yard line. And Ursuline wants an explanation. And for the Raiders, they just want to get back on offense here, waiting for the call. And yes, it will be Ursuline's ball. Simply because it did not go 10 yards, I thought that was more than enough to constitute Ursuline getting the ball back in this scenario. But we have not seen that actually called on the field just yet. Yep, so they just called it on the field. It is Ursuline's ball. The ball did not travel 10 yards. It was close. I mean, I'll give Doherty the credit where credit's due. I look where the ball is at, but because they pounced on the ball at that yardage point, only going 9 yards, automatically gave Ursuline the ball. Erickson gets the snap, throwing towards Bernie's way. Bernie running towards the 45-yard line, finally brought down by a Raiders defender for a gain of about 5 yards, brings up second and 6. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage go the Fighting Irish at the 45-yard line. Erickson gets the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Erickson runs past the 40-yard line. It's going to be close to the first down marker. Should be more than enough for the first down. But there was a delay there on how much the down and distance would be at the end of the play. Clock continues to run after this first down is spotted. Ball will be officially marked down around the 38-yard line. 3 wide receivers line up to the right, 1 to the left for Erickson with, in the background, that's Dunlow with him. The 6'2", 221-pound running back. Erickson gets the snap, hands it off. Dunlow pushing past the 40-yard line down to around the 35-yard line. It'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6 for the Irish. Taking their time. They have all the time they need here. Of course, the score is in their favor with 2 touchdowns under 8 minutes to play in tonight's game. Shotgun formation. Erickson gets the snap, throws it over to Farrell's way. Farrell, patient, makes a couple moves, gets the ball up to around the 30-yard line, right around the 29, and that'll bring up third down for Ursuline. Been, very reliable on a screen pass is Farrell all night long. Makes a couple moves, but we have a penalty potentially on the field right around where the ball was caught. So based on that spot alone, looks like we're going to get a holding penalty, And it will be. So it brings up, they'll still be second down. However, the 10-yard penalty makes the ball move towards the 47-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 19. Bunch set towards the bottom of your screen, with Dunlow in the backfield with Erickson. Erickson gets a snap, low snap, able to handle it. Going to run with it himself. He'll be tackled by a host of Raiders. Able to get past the offensive line. Going to be a minimal gain of he might even lost a yard or two. And we get a timeout taken by Warren Harding. And we'll take the timeout ourselves, and we'll come back after a quick word from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere here on YSN.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Hi, I want to tell you about my Trish Yearwood home collection available at Sheely's Furniture. With 2 locations serving Ohio and Pennsylvania, Sheely's is one of the country's top sellers of my home collection. And the best part? At Sheely's, you never have to wait for a sale. They offer everyday low pricing as well as a price match guarantee, so you can shop the Trish Yearwood home collection with confidence. Come see my collection with something to offer for every room in your home and get it all with free local delivery, only at Sheely's Furniture.
Back here at the 4th quarter after a timeout by Warren G. Harding. 28-14. Anthony Malone tonight's game. Been a fun one. If you've been tuning in, a lot of defensive battles in the first half. Ursuline's turning it on here in the second half, and have scored frequently. Erickson looking way downfield, going to tuck it and run. Looking for some running room around the sideline, finally pushed out around the 42-yard line. Gets some of that yardage back. It was 3rd down, however, brings up 4th down for the Irish. And we'll see what they want to do. Because he goes out of bounds, the clock does stop. It's not ideal for Ursuline's sake. Ball at the 41-yard line, 4th and 13. They're going to keep the offense out there. And Erickson has his play. Erickson looking towards the sideline. 3 wide receivers line up to the right. We get a timeout taken by Ursuline. And we'll take it as well. Come back here with the score 28-14. Under 7 minutes to play until the end of our game. We'll hear more from YSU as well as some of the others in the Valley.
Growing up, I love figuring out how things work, putting things together. I love being able to come up with an idea, design it, just the whole process of creating things. I go to school here at Youngstown State, and my passion is 3D design. I chose YSU because all the equipment, the research being done here, it's like a playground for me. I'm Alex, and I'm Y and proud.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Back here for the 4th quarter. 4th and 13 for the Irish. They're going to punt this ball away. Manning back to punt this ball. Gets the snap. Punts it. It's a low line punt, trying not to go too far into the end zone, but it's going to fall right around the 14-yard line. And that's where Warren Harding will take over on offense for 1st and 10. They'll have 6 minutes and 40 seconds to work with at the 14-yard line. Some of the scores from around the area. Looks like Austintown Fitch comes away with the victory, 42-20. Last reported, Beaver Local with the lead, 24-10. Brookfield, as mentioned earlier, beats Camel 53-13. Cheney comes away with a victory against Canfield, 16-13. West Branch beats Howland 48-15. Hubbard last reported with the lead against Struthers, 14-6. Lowellville pulls away from Jackson Milton, last report in the third quarter, 41-20. That's some of the scores from around the area, brought to you by Channel 21 WFMJ, as well as ysnlive.com. Shotgun formation. Jet back on offense, trying to find some running room. He'll tuck it and try to run. Finally brought down right around the 20-yard line. One of the more interesting juke moves I've seen. Very low to the ground. Reminded me of Barry Sanders. But moves the ball up to the 20-yard line. Officially a gain of about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line. Jet, same formation as last time. Gets the snap, back to pass, looking towards the left side of the field. Steps up in the pocket, throws it, trying to find his open receiver. And we'll see here, it's going to be close. And it will be a reception on the play right around the 34-yard line. Tough catch made there. I believe that's once again Coleman. Chaz Coleman with some fancy catches all around this field tonight. Gives them the 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Chaz Coleman, sophomore, and Jet, the senior. 3 wide receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left. He gets the snap, back to pass. He's going to tuck it and run with it himself, moving up to around the 42, 43-yard line. A great gain on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd down and maybe about 1 yard. Under 6 minutes to play in tonight's game. Hurry up offense by the Raiders. Same formation as last time. Chaz Coleman to the top of your screen. Jet throws to Coleman. Picks up the 1st down and goes out of bounds. Raiders continue and getting closer and closer into Ursuline territory right around the 47-yard line. Ursuline, of course, with a 2-touchdown lead, but Coleman and Jet starting to make this a little interesting here in the late going of the 4th quarter. Able to get 1st downs, get out of bounds, and stop the clock. They get in the end zone here. Can make this game very interesting. Jet gets snap. Back to pass, throwing it downfield. Has an open receiver, but unable to get it to him. It falls incomplete. That'll make it 2nd down and 10 at the Warren Harding 47. So for Jet, trying to get the offense further and further, and with haste, of course, trying to get the team into the red zone and into the end zone. But stalled here at the 47-yard line, 2nd and 10. Jet gets the snap, back to pass, throwing it towards Coleman's way. Coleman able to get the reception right around the 48-yard line of Ursuline. Be enough for a 5-yard reception, stays in bounds. That ball falls incomplete. Apologies. Ball falls incomplete, making it 3rd and 10. Did not see the actual drop on the field, but nevertheless, here we are, still back here at the 47 of Warren Harding. And Jet. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers lined to the right, 1 to the left. Jet back to pass, looking down the middle of the field. Runs with it himself. Going to get a 1st down and quite a bit more up to the 30. Still on his feet. Finally brought down right around the 20-yard line. Jet hits the turbo. Gets the 1st and 10 for Warren Harding right around the 22-yard line. Tell you what, tonight, when Jet gets open field and is able to go as fast as he needs to, he's a really tough man to tackle. Back up to the offensive line goes Jet and the Warren Harding Raiders. Gets a snap, back to pass, throwing it towards the end zone, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it over, I believe, to Coleman. but Coleman unable to handle that ball. Clock is stopped. 4 minutes and 48 seconds left in our game. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line. You saw how they, of course, he was in bounds when Jet was tackled. Therefore, necessity to get up to the line of scrimmage and run the next play was at hand. But taking a little bit more time, letting their offense get set after that incompletion, gives us another shotgun formation for Jet. Back to pass. Throwing down the middle of the field. Has an open wide receiver. It's overshot and intercepted by Ursuline. It'll be a touchback on the field, getting Ursuline the ball back at the 20-yard line. So Ursuline gets the ball back, and not only gets the ball back, they get it at the 20-yard line. Felt like Ursuline was just reading the Jets' eyes as soon as he threw it that way and was able to adjust to the ball. And right down to the 20-yard line goes the touchback, right in the middle of the 20-yard line. And we'll see what kind of offense is brought out by the Fighting Irish. Dunlow will be back there with Erickson. 3 wide receivers lined up to the left, to the right, better known as the top of your screen. Erickson hands it off to Dunlow. Dunlow, tough man to bring down at the 25, still on his feet. Continues to stay on his feet. Not only past the 30-yard line, finally brought down right around the 36. Dunlow with a first down run for Ursuline. Under 4 minutes and 30 seconds in tonight's matchup. And we've seen Dunlow throughout this season. We mentioned, of course, the statistical 221 pounds and being 6'2". Just those numbers alone makes a man hard to tackle, but he runs the ball hard. Erickson passes it over to Farrell. Farrell tackled by 2 different Warren Harding defenders right around the original line of scrimmage. It might actually be a loss in the play of 1. Brings up 2nd and 11. So for Ursuline, just taking their time, under 4 minutes to play. But they got to continue this drive if they want to continue to take time off the clock. They finally get their play. It's going to be a 3 wide receivers line to the left. Erickson and Dunlow in the backfield. Erickson gets the snap, hands it off to Dunlow. Dunlow finally brought down right around the 39-yard line. And we get a whistle right around the line of scrimmage, the new line of scrimmage. And it looks like we don't see the Raiders coming out here. We also don't see Ursuline going to the sideline. Maybe there was a timeout called. It will be Raider timeout. And we'll come back after a quick word from Channel 21 Sports.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Back here with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in tonight's contest. 28-14 Ursuline with the lead. Ursuline with the ball with for a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Erickson comes out there with Dunlow. Do they have a play for 7 yards to continue this drive? Of course, handing the ball off to Dunlow. It's going to be a tight set of wide receivers. It looks like it's a design run for Erickson. Erickson up to the 40-yard line. Jumps. Well, not a jump this time, as he was penalized earlier. It's going to be right around the first down marker. He dives, I should say, in this occasion. Not the greatest of spots. It's going to be close, and we're going to have to measure. 2 minutes and 54 seconds in our fourth quarter. And we'll see what the chains will tell us when they measure. All right, it looks like it will bring up fourth down. It's been decided it will be 4th and 1. And Erickson and the offense will stay out there in shotgun formation. With 1 yard to go, they're able to get the Warren Harding Raiders off sides, and it'll give them the first down. It's a golden opportunity to make that happen. Of course, if you're the Raiders, you want to get off the ball as fast as you can, but it cost them this time around. Moves the ball up to the 49-yard line of Warren Harding, 1st and 10. Three wide receivers line up to the right. Erickson runs it himself. Goes past the line of scrimmage right around the 46-yard line. Will be tackled by a host of Raiders, brings up 2nd down. Officially a gain of about 3 yards, 2nd and 7 on the clock. Under 2 minutes to play. Now that we reach the under 2 minute mark, if we had to pick a player of the game, I'll tell you what, it's a tough one, but when you think about it, Erickson accounted for 3 touchdowns in tonight's matchup, 2 via the air, 1 on his legs. And he's our player of our game tonight here on YSN. Clock continues to run, minute 30. He gets a snap, gives it off to Dunlow. Dunlow, nice run on 2nd down. Yards per carry, definitely significant enough, and we get a timeout taken by Warren Harding. Trying to keep the clock on their side, but that might be their final timeout. And then we'll take our final timeout as well. You'll hear from Envelope 1 and some of the others from around the valley, with the score right now 28-14 in favor of Ursuline.
Reliability. Innovation. Scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330.
And we'll hear more from K-Squared Marketing. Back on the field we are with Erickson. Gets a snap. He's going to run forward and pick up the first down for Ursuline. And there are no more timeouts left for Warren G. Harding. Looks like we have a minute 15 left in our contest. Couple of snaps, and this should about end it. The Fighting Irish will come away with the victory going into the victory formation. Going to 4-1, Warren Harding will fall to 1-4. Taking their time, as they should. Under a minute to play. Waiting for the signal by the back ref. Snap is made, and the knee has been taken as well. Might need one more depending on how the referees would like to spot it. And it looks to be that case. Our final night, 28-14, Irish win. I want to thank you all for joining me for tonight's matchup. Like we said, Coach, of course, quarterback Erickson, Jack Harrison, will come away with our player of the game. And for all of our finals for tonight, go to ysnlive.com to check out some of the other final scores. It's almost 10 o'clock. Head to Facebook, YSN Live Facebook, to check out our countdown, our scoreboards, the scoreboard show. I'm Anthony Malone. I want to thank you all for joining me for tonight. Our final, 28-14, Irish.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.